Making some big progress on the 84 Silverado G-Body hauler.
I suppose you have some games.
Hey guys, welcome back to Classic G-Body Garage. Got the hood up, the doors open. Once again on the 84 Chevy Silverado. Now this is going to be my G-Body hauler. I'm going to set this truck up for towing cars. Get myself a trailer. It already has the trailer hitch on the back of it, as you can see right there. So this truck will be the future G-Body car and parts hauler. Long bed, 84 Silverado. If you guys are new viewers, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. I have plenty of videos on this truck, how it's coming together, and as you can see, it's been sitting here for quite a long time. So long that the tires no longer hold air. They're so dry rotted. Also, it has all sorts of green crap growing on the driveway. Just basically stains from this truck sitting here for so long. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I have going on here. Another flat tire. But in the last video, finally started working on this truck again. It's been sitting here for many years, like I said, and I haven't touched it for probably 3 years. Pulled the 305 out, threw it in the bed of the truck, and gonna put another engine in this truck. So make sure you're checking back and seeing what's going on here at Classic G-Body Garage with this G-Body hauler. But the last video, cleaned this thing out, literally hosed it out, and things are looking good now. Went ahead and bought a firewall insulation mat and put that in, so everything is looking good up here behind the dash. Glued the insulation back up on the firewall right there, because this was all falling down. I cut all the holes for the heater box here, so that is all ready for the heater box to go back in. And I also reinstalled the pull vents. And also this truck had leaks on the gaskets on these kick panels here, because this goes right into the side of the truck, and then the cowl comes down, and then you get the air from the cowl. Well, there's a gasket on the back side of there that goes bad, and I went ahead and put the driver's side in as well. I had the whole cowl apart, had this piece off, and then the screen, the plastic screen, as you can see right there, underneath there, all of that off. Went ahead and resealed. All of the factory caulking was cracked, so I went ahead and resealed that and put the new gaskets on the kick panels, because right here is an old kick panel. There's the old gasket, basically just falling apart. These are basically non-existent on the other pull vents right here. So everything is all nice and sealed up. Went ahead and put on that insulation mat. Here I get a shot over here. You can see how nice that looks up underneath there. So I'll reinstall the gas pedal, and then I got to reinstall the fuse block. Got to get a gasket for that before I install that. Floors are nice and clean. Those are ready to go. And this is what I used to seal those kick panels and resealed the cowl. And we had a lot of rain here the other day, and there isn't a drop of water inside the cab of this truck. So if you want to seal anything up, this glass setting butyl tape, this stuff is awesome for sealing anything. Heater boxes, those kick panels like I showed you, basically just a rubbery goo that never dries, and it does a great job sealing. And what I'm going to do is put it all around the blower motor shroud right there. You can see some remnants of the factory stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what they used, but that will seal to the firewall nicely. And what I have sitting here, as I mentioned, I have the heater boxes ready to go back in. Well, this truck, when I bought it, everything was stripped out of it. The guy was going to convert it over to AC. Well, the firewalls are different, and you can see I have an original AC box right here. They came out of the 83 Silverado. You can see where the heater core comes through right there. On a non-AC box, heater core comes through right there. So we have the holes drilled in different places for an AC and non-AC truck. Now, the reason why I have 3 of them sitting here, because when I started pulling these heater boxes out of the junkyard, I found out that some trucks had a 3 cable non-AC box or a 2-cable non-AC box. This control right here came with this box right here. Okay, so we have regular off, heat, and defrost, and then cold and hot, of course. Well, the cold and hot is going to be this guy right here, and then the defrost is going to be this guy right here. That's floor, that's defrost. What the heck's the third one for? So the third one, there's an extra door, because this is where the heater core goes on the other one. This is the hot and cold. Of course, this is the defrost and the heat. So we have a third one here. So what it does, it appears that it pulls air from the side of the box, and this goes on the passenger side, near the passenger side kick panel. So I'm not sure if maybe you open up the passenger side kick panel and it'll draw in air from the outside. Really, I don't know, but I'm going to try to figure out how to utilize this box, because that has an extra feature that I might want to use. And I mentioned 3 cables versus 2 cables. This only has 2 cables. Well, you can see right here that there's a spot. There's the hook, just like that side's hooked, and the cable's mounted. Hook, mount. There's no cable. So this, obviously, there's an additional option for these trucks where you can add that extra cable. So I'm gonna have to figure out, you know, I mean, you can turn it on right there to defrost. That operates the defrost cable. As you can see, you go to heat, it just drops that down to the floor, and then you go to shut it off, it pulls that cable, so it's going to draw in almost like a circulator type option, just to keep air circulated in the cab. So I need to redo these boxes, add some new sponge, new foam. They're in pretty poor shape, so I'll get these things cleaned up and ready to install back into the Silverado here. So that is what I have going on. So that's the progress I made. Sealed everything up, have those kick panel pull vents in, and I got the firewall insulator in as well. So the next task is figure out all of this. I got the wiring harness. I'll go ahead and install the wiring harness in the cab for the heater. That's it. That's all it is. Looks like we get power from this guy right here. That plugs into the right there to the main on-off switch. And then the other end of it goes to the resistor block right here on the shroud, and then that goes to the blower motor. So it's pretty damn basic when you don't have AC. So that's it, guys. So keep those comments going. This is the G-Body hauler. I'm gonna try to get this thing going before winter, but winter's closing in fast, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, but I'm definitely gonna get some junkyard wheels on this thing with tires that hold air, so I can roll it into the garage, because I don't want this thing sitting out here any longer. All right, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're a new viewer. Keep those comments coming. Until the next classic G-Body garage video, keep those G-Bodies rolling.